Todd Chrisley, Imprisoned reality star, says he's denied church services. Reality TV star Todd Chrisley is continuing to speak out about his claims he's being targeted and treated unfairly in the Florida prison where he is serving a 12-year sentence for bank and tax fraud. In an interview with NewsNation's Entin, Chrisley says because of previous interviews he has done with NewsNation, he has been denied the right to attend church services and to speak with his wife, Julie, who is herself serving a 7-year sentence at a facility in Kentucky. The couple, who starred on USA Network's Chrisley Knows Best, was sentenced to lengthy prison terms in 2022 after being convicted on charges of bank fraud, tax evasion, and conspiracy to defraud the IRS. Julie Chrisley was also convicted of wire fraud and obstruction of justice. In an interview that aired Wednesday night on Banfield, Todd Chrisley said the warden at the Florida prison has denied requests for Chrisley to speak with his wife despite the warden in Kentucky stating there was no risk allowing them to speak. Denied it within 15 minutes of getting the request, Chrisley told NewsNation, adding he has not spoken with his wife since he arrived at the Pensacola prison. Asked why he thinks the warden denied his request, Chrisley said, "Does not talk to me. The warden does not come around me. She does not speak to me." Chrisley also said the warden has said other prison employees need to grow some balls in their dealings with the reality TV star. He claimed other prisoners told him the warden told prison workers, "Unless you are afraid of doing your job, you call in, you write him up, you sanction him. I want him sanctioned." In addition, Chrisley claimed the warden has had prison church services stopped because she learned that he was planning on doing another interview with NewsNation. Chrisley says this is the second time a priest has been called out in the middle of a service because of Chrisley speaking out about conditions in the prison. "That was their way of trying to intimidate me," Chrisley told NewsNation. "I just walked out and said, it ain't going to change what I'm going to say." A spokesperson for the Federal Bureau of Prisons said the agency does not comment on the conditions of confinement for any individual in custody. The spokesman cited the privacy, safety, and security of inmates, stating, "Humane treatment of the men and women in our custody is a top priority. It is the mission of the Federal Bureau of Prisons to operate facilities that are safe, secure, and humane," spokesman Benjamin O'Cone told NewsNation. "We take seriously our duty to protect the individuals entrusted in our custody, as well as maintaining the safety of our employees and the community." In addition, O'Cone stated the BOP allows inmates of all faith groups the opportunity to pursue their religious practices. The Chrisley's daughter Savannah has been vocal about trying to improve the conditions in which her parents are being held. She previously told NewsNation that the correctional system is trying to make an example of her parents because of their wealth and celebrity status. Former NBA official Tim Donahue has told NewsNation that he can vouch for the poor prison conditions after serving at the same facility in Pensacola. Chrisley said the prison no longer has a doctor or a dental hygienist who resigned and left because they knew they were falsifying medical records. He said the resignations took place after NewsNation reported the conditions in which Chrisley was living. He said another inmate suffered a massive heart attack recently and had to be attended to by another inmate who was a doctor because of the lack of medical care at the prison. The man underwent triple bypass surgery at a local hospital before being returned to the prison, where medical care is not available. "They don't even have the supplies to take care of this man," Chrisley told NewsNation. "They didn't even have a urinal to bring down here. They brought a mop bucket." Todd and Julie Chrisley recently received $1 million from the state of Georgia to settle a 2019 lawsuit stemming from the state's investigation of tax evasion complaints against the couple. The couple sued Joshua Waits, the former director of the Georgia Department of Revenue, whom the couple called an out-of-control public servant over his investigation. Despite the settlement and talks that Julie Chrisley's prison sentence could be shortened dramatically, Chrisley said in speaking with NewsNation that he has never asked for assistance in securing an early release from prison. But in time, he knows he will eventually be released. "God is going to take me out of here," Chrisley told NewsNation. "God knew when I was coming in here, and he knows when I am going out."